Welcome back, air signs. I hope you all had a great week last week, and you better fill me in on what happened. So, okay, this week, and this is your collective reading for April 17th through the 23rd. Okay, we're going to get an overall energy with this oracle deck. Then we're going to use this tarot deck and this tarot deck again because these cards are proving to be best friends and they are giving strong readings. So we're going to use it again. Then afterwards, I'll get some more tarot cards. I'm sorry, oracle cards. Goodness gracious. I don't know what's going on with my speech right now. I'll get more oracle cards for further messages, and we'll see what the energy is for you this week. We have the new moon in Aries and eclipse happening on Thursday, and then we have Mercury going retrograde on Friday. So a lot's happening this week, and the readings have been really a lot about having a breakthrough of sorts. Look, okay, so we got wailing tree, reconciliations. So it's funny because I was just talking about Mercury going retrograde. That is when the past typically comes back around. Now, does it always come back around physically as far as like somebody's coming back to reclaim their love for you? No. Some of you, very small percentage of you, maybe. But for the majority, Mercury going retrograde is the opportunity to take a look back at the past, to evaluate what has happened. And reconciliation is like, it's like coming to an agreement, an understanding of, okay, I get it now. It's everything is a lesson that we go through, something meant to show us something about ourselves. And this is also telling you not to avoid emotions, okay? So if you've experienced loss, or if you experience any loss this week, don't avoid the emotions. Allow yourself to feel it, to process it, and then to move forward, okay? It's a time for you to really reflect, especially, this is perfect for Mercury retrograde. Golly, if I can speak, what is going on with y'all? Okay, let's see what we need to know. I'm going to pull one card for what is against you, what's working for you, and then what you don't see underneath, okay? So what's working against you is we have One of Roses, commitment in reverse. What's working for you, if I can get one card, please. We have Uriel and the Sphinx in reverse, okay? And then what you don't see underneath. We have Four of Roses, views of the ego in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so let me set this aside. So with this first card here, One of Roses, commitment in reverse, is talking about, excuse me, is there has been an experience of a lack of commitment in a relationship, a broken contract in a relationship, and that's something that's like really weighing heavily, which is interesting because last week you guys had like a really strong love reading as well. And okay, we're going to see what this tarot has to say. And that might be a situation that you're dealing with or you have dealt with in the past, and it's still weighing heavy on you. So it doesn't surprise me that this stuff is coming up this week because we have the new moon eclipse and because we have Mercury going retrograde, right? Golly, there's a lot of disruptive energy for you all. Like I was not flubbing for any other sign except for you all. And so there's something going on here. Whoever's watching this, please take a deep breath. Doesn't matter if you're watching it after I've already performed the reading. Time is not linear. Your energy is going into this reading. So let's take a deep breath and then let it out. Let's come back to center and let's be strong throughout this, okay? So what I was saying is Mercury retrograde comes back around because we need to visit the things that we've been avoiding, okay? Because whatever's going on here, the lack of commitment that you've experienced, the broken contracts that you've experienced are hard. I get it. But again, everything that we go through is something to push us further into who we are meant to be. We have designed this life in order to experience something that's going to help us grow on a soul level. No matter how much it sucks, I know. But you have the tools and abilities to get through this. When you figure out what your energetic blueprint is, then you see what those abilities are to get you through these obstacles. And you'll be able to look back and be like, oh, okay, that's why that person played that part. But you have to know what your energetic blueprint is. This is what I do in the power coaching and in the one-on-one mentorship. But you can do it yourself, okay? So let's see what we need to know. Let's clarify with this tarot deck, and we'll get into more detail and find out how you can stand in your power throughout this week. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, that's tough. And the Ace of Cups. So there's a situation to where, like, maybe somebody told you that they loved you. Maybe somebody told you that, like, you thought they were your everything. You thought it was going to be forever, and it didn't work out, right? That's tough because you thought this person was going to be the one, but it wasn't. And so we got to allow ourselves to feel that tough emotion. We got to allow ourselves to be like, okay, why am I feeling such strong emotions? What is it within me that was expecting them to fulfill? Okay, because whenever we get into relationships, we have to see that this person, like, we have to be whole first. And then they have to be whole. And then you just kind of come together and you mesh. You pour into each other's cups, never expecting the other to fulfill you, to fulfill gaps, okay? Because when you do that, you start moving through codependent energy. Okay. And so what this is, what's helping you or what's working for you is like, yeah, you have felt like you've kind of like maybe lost your vibrancy. You have felt buried just under life. And what this is telling you is like you have the ability to call on Archangel Uriel for help. And if you need to get help from somebody else, then ask for help. So this could be a lawyer, it could be a counselor, a therapist, a coach, whatever it is that you need. You have the ability to ask for help to like get yourself out of this funk. Okay, so let's pull a couple of cards. Let's see, Knight of Cups, yeah. And then we have the Chariot. Yes, yes, yes. So again, this is really doing what's right for you through emotional fulfillment. Okay, this is you taking action and moving forward in your own power. But you have to do it. You have to, there's no weakness in asking for help. I think we had that this morning in the collective reading that I did on TikTok Live. Okay, it's like there's no weakness in asking for help. We need to be able to leverage someone else's expertise and abilities because we need help. And it's like if you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again, that's insanity, right? So why not leverage someone else's abilities so you can tap into your power again, so you can find out what that power is and how to move forward. Okay, so this is what's working for you. Knights are all about taking action, and Cups are all about emotional fulfillment, leading with the heart. And the Chariot is about moving forward in success, taking your shit and going forward. So, yeah, I want to see what else. It could be also, I want to read this in different ways because I know not everybody's experiencing like a relationship falling apart. But this could be also, one that happened in the past that you're still hanging on to. But as well as like if you're wanting a job or you're wanting a new home or something new where a contract is involved and it turned out that it wasn't the right one, what you don't, realize is that you're getting the opportunity to move forward. Like it wasn't right for you. Okay? So you ask for help. And does anybody know of any new jobs opening up that are going to bring me happiness, that I'll be successful in? Does anybody know of a new house that's coming available that's going to be something that I can easily afford? Whatever it is that you're wanting, okay? But whatever you have experienced, whatever you have lost here, or if you do experience a loss this week, you got to allow yourself to feel the emotions, get them out, right? And then let's come back to center. Okay, so this is all meant to help you. Because what you don't see underneath is we have the Four of Roses in reverse. It says views of the ego. Well, this is in reverse. So this is like you finally realize that I'm no longer going to be a victim. I'm not going to be, somebody's doormat. I'm not going to let somebody else's ego dictate my life. I'm done dealing with somebody's bullshit, essentially. Okay. I know that's a little abrasive, but it is what it is. Because with the energy we had last week, it's like you had somebody new coming in. I know that it was not going to be for everybody, but it could be, okay, well, you had the opportunity maybe last week, or you had the opportunity to start planting those seeds, but here we have this energy still sitting heavily in your aura, and it has to be healed. Okay. So let's see. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. Yep. And we have Judgment. Yeah. You're going through a major wake-up call, okay? Because whatever this commitment was that broke down, it's like this is not coming back together because it wasn't meant for you. It was very ego-based. It was built on what looks like deceit, okay? So let's not put rose-colored glasses on something. Let's feel the emotions. Let's come to the understanding that, okay, this was just meant to show me something. This was meant to push me in my healing direction. This was hindering me, and so now I'm free. So you gotta stand in your power and see it from a higher perspective, as far as this is not happening to me, it's happening for me, or it happened for me. Okay, so I know y'all's readings are pretty specific. And so if this is not resonating, feel free to go to your moon or rising sign to see if that's going to resonate more with you and what you're going through. Or you just, even if it does resonate, you can also look at your moon and rising sign and see what the energy is there for you. But if this is resonating, like I said before, make sure you like and subscribe. That way, the more you watch these readings, the more your energy is going to connect with these cards and with me, okay? This is why, it's not good to be watching several other readers, but I know a lot of people do because we're all seeking answers, right? But if you find a reader that you like and you continually watch their readings, the energy will connect more and more. Now, obviously, it's never going to be as strong as a private reading, okay? So if you need a private reading and get more detail, then that's linked in the description. But otherwise, yeah, keep watching and it'll get stronger and stronger. Okay. So I like this card. This card has come out twice now so far in these readings. And you saw it just kind of flip itself out. So the Heart of the Sky. I'm going to grab this book because I like what it says, and I don't want to miss any of the words. So give me one sec. Let's pull this up here. I feel like this always has like a really great message, but I don't have all the words memorized. It's impossible. Okay, look. So if I can pick it up. It says, the Heart of Sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, all guided by the Heart of Sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly and allow the universe to take care of the details. So if you're wanting to heal, if you're wanting to move on, then you've got to do that by allowing yourself to process what has happened. Okay, you got to allow yourself to really just be in that moment and then let it go. And it might take a few times to really process the emotions out. Cry, scream, punch a pillow, whatever you got to do as long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, okay? And then you set the intention of what you want to experience now. Now that you're moving forward, now that you're freeing yourself, and again, you have help around you, okay? Look, you need to get help from people who are experienced in what you're going through and have proven that they have gone through whatever it is or obtained whatever it is that you're trying to get to, okay? So like you never want to take manifestation and financial advice from somebody who's broke. It just doesn't work, okay? So let's be aware of that. All right, let me see what this deck wants to say to us. What do we need to know? Oh, golly. Look. Wow, this is interesting because this came out too. And I shuffle all my cards, carrying connections in reverse. So whatever was going on was not meant for you. It was false. Or at least it grew to be. Okay? Again, it's not going to be the same for everybody. It could be about a job. You know, they don't care about you. They just care about the bottom line. Could be about a relationship. If it's news, like they didn't care about you to begin with. They just wanted to get what they wanted, right? Maybe they have issues they needed fulfillment from. If it's a marriage, maybe it grew to where you guys just, like maybe they were siphoning off of you or something happened to where it fell out of alignment. So you've got to be able to go through this. Like I said, you're going through this wake-up call here. And if you want to find your true happiness and healing, then you have to allow yourself to wake up. So let's see what else we need to know. Winter solstice. So it feels like, oh, sorry, we're trying to put this deck down. It feels like something, kind of like you're going through the dark night of the soul. And we have to do that. We have to get rid of the things that we have stuffed so down deep within us. And we have to really explore that. Okay? Because winter solstice is like, feels like the days are so long and dark. And it's just, yeah, it's a low feeling. But remember, the sun always rises. Okay? And so if you want to heal from this situation, you got to feel it, acknowledge it, and realize that it's not meant to punish you. It does not mean that you're worthless. It doesn't mean that there's something broken within you. It just means that you're being pushed in a certain direction. So what is that? You know, be in curiosity and let's figure out what that is. Let's see what else we need to know. Let's see. Yep, got to cut it loose. A scythe. Okay. And when you cut something loose, you reap rewards. So it's up to you. We got to cut the pain, the trauma. We got to finally stop claiming that it's yours, because it's not. It's just something you are experiencing to, again, nudge you along your path. People that play a significant role in your life are soulmates that agreed to come play that part because you needed to experience that on a soul level. It's what you, I know this is going to suck to hear, but it's what you wanted because you needed to learn how to love yourself. You needed to learn how to get back to you, to connect to the divine, to overcome. Like you needed to prove to yourself that you could overcome this. Okay? Believe me, before I went through my awakening, I literally thought something was wrong with me, and I just thought my life was just meant to suck. But when I finally woke up and I figured out what my energetic blueprint was, when I figured out what my money blocks were, I mean, it just allowed me just to understand everything better. And I was no longer a victim. So let's see what else we need to know. Playfulness. So this is what I was saying. It's like you got to go through the emotions, okay? You got to be like, okay, now it's my time. Here we have the heart of the sky, right? You got to set intention for how you want to move forward. And maybe it's too hard for you to let go of right now. Okay, I get it. But how about, we try it over the next 5 minutes? How about the next few hours, we remind ourselves that we're not dwelling on this? I mean, there's so many different ways that you can see this playfulness, okay? How about you live in curiosity and see what happens when you choose to process this and let go and be like, wow, maybe there is something much better meant for me that's supposed to come in. Maybe there is, let me see what happens. Okay? So always be curious. Always know that there are forces around you that are helping you. Okay? You are never alone. Never, ever, ever alone. And you can come out of this. I promise you. 100%. You can come out of this in a much better situation. I promise you that, because I have been there more than once. So I do speak from experience. So let's see what we need to know for money for you. Okay, so here, there's 3 ways to resonate. So it says envy, okay? It says you could be envying other people's financial success. The second one says try not to live beyond your means just to keep up with the others. And the third one is others could be envying your success. Careful who you trust with money matters. So it's like, what is your relationship with money? Are you jealous of people that have money? If you're going through maybe a divorce, are you upset and you're trying to take them for everything that they're worth because you're hurt? So you got to really do some you got to do some self-reflection here. Okay? And if you do have a lot of money, yeah, you always want to watch out who's around you and who would be taking advantage of that. You don't want to live in paranoia, but you do have to have boundaries. Okay? You're not an ATM. It's the whole like teach a man to fish thing. You teach a man to fish and he'll eat forever, but you give him a fish and he only eats for a day or even just one meal. Okay? Sorry, my dog is dream barking. So I hope this helps you. Again, if you found it helpful, please like and subscribe. If you have questions or comments, please put them in the comments section. If you need anything else, the links are in my description. And I hope you have a wonderful week and you stand in your power, okay? You have help. Reach out and ask, all right? Have a wonderful week and I'll see you next time.